right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which fear and tremble, holding the conduct, composure, and integrity. All right, to the destruction of America, all right, aka Babylon through the scriptures. All right, because we know this place to be the city of confusion. All right, the place of bitterness. All right, shoot, what else, man? Well, we also know that the spirits that are, the vibrations that are pushing this place are demonic, and they come from, you know, ancient demonic enterprises and empires that once ruled in this place. All right, and you got the enemy, the wicked, ruling this place, even to this very time. In this time, he's been revealed, like the scriptures say, through Second Thessalonians. All right, the son of the wicked, all right, the worker of iniquity, the son of perdition, all right, and through diligent search, all right, like it says in Peter's, all right, made manifest in the secrets shown by Yahweh Bashim Shai, who the world Italy calls God and Jesus. We know who these things are. We know what these things are now. We know that the so-called white man is the son of the wicked. All right, we know that these people on the sign right here, all right, are the true children of the Lord, of Yahweh Bashim Shai, not God and Jesus. All right, and we know that this place has been prophesied that it's going to be destroyed. All right, America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, and during the time leading up to that process, it's going to be basically just turned upside down and just thrashed all over. All right, that's why you got these secrets. That's why you got everything being revealed. All right, the scriptures talk about it being turned over, and turned over. That's because the prophets and men of the Lord, man, we've come out here, man, and we're revealing everything that's going on in this place, man. Now there's no hiding places for the wicked. Now there's no corner that the wicked man can go to practice iniquity and, you know, catch and snare the people up. All right, because we're making it known through the scriptures by Yahweh Bashim Shai what's really going on. All right, so what you've been seeing recently, man, here, all right, Salakia, hey, Yahweh Bashim Shai, but what you've been seeing going on in the news, man, really is a big, it's a turn up. I was talking to a brother before I came out here, man, and you know, I made the comment, it really is turning up. And what did the Apostle Tahar dub this year as? All right, the year of the turn up. All right, you had this incident with what's his name, Kyrie Irving. All right, just here within the last week and a half. All right, and you got social media going crazy over the comments that this man made. All right, because he revealed with just the, and that's what I was going to mention, man, with just the little bit of information that this man brought out, which the Lord put it in his heart, but just that little bit of information, it was enough to put the whole internet on fire, man. All right, because now you got people going into the comment about why Kyrie Irving said, you know, I never understood why they said put it in a book. If you want to trick the black man, put it in a book. All right, these little jabs that were brought out from him by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai, which not telling you that this man is an elect, just telling you that the Lord put the Spirit in them, all right, to reveal things of truth. All right, because the scriptures do say that was going to happen. In fact, I'll go ahead and get this in Joel. All right, this is Joel chapter 2 and verse 28. It says, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And that's what you got going on in the earth. Everybody knows something now today, man. Everybody. All right, everybody knows a little bit of truth. And again, you understanding when I say that, because I'm not telling you that everybody's a chosen or an Israelite, whatever. But the spirit of truth is out there on the planet now. All right, and you got everybody coming against the one who's been keeping these secrets back. All right, that's been being dishonest, that's been working wicked devices on the planet, and it's all coming back on him. Because the incident with Kyrie Irving, what happened was that he opened, you know, he put Amalek on blast. All right, these small headers, these 1948ers, which when you go into the scriptures, all right, it's still Esau. All right, it's all backlashing on them. All right, because what Esau's been doing, all right, the way that he's been thriving in society, how he's been keeping the world in the palm of his hand is by secrecy. All right, And the Spirit of the Lord that was poured out upon the earth now is bringing those secrets to be revealed. That's why the scriptures talk about with Esau that he would have no place to hide. All right. And that's exactly what's going on, man. All right. The Spirit is reaching so far now that it's even reaching up to the ones that people will actually listen to. All right. Because nobody's going to listen to us. We're the poor. All right. We're the poor. So who's going to listen to a poor guy? Who's going to listen to a broke nigga or a broke wetback? Because, or a broke engine. All right. But now you got the nobles, or like a brother keeps putting in the chat. You got the nobles coming out with this information now. And now people are starting to listen because, hey, he must know something, man. He got millions. But it's causing, it's causing people to listen. All right. And that's exactly what's going on. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh B'Hashem Barakatah, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakakwadash Barakatah, and Barakatham to the rest. Wisdom of Solomon, all right, you put 1 and 7, for the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world. Exactly. That's what's going on, man. All right, man, look, man, there's never been a time where truth has been revealed and manifestly open for so much. All right. For a while, man, this was all hidden. The most wicked of the enemies and the most secret of our enemies are being brought to the light. Amalek, the small hatters, all right, the ones that wish they were the children of the Lord, the ones that wish that they were getting what we were getting, what the Israelites are going to get. All right, they've been playing the background, the back scene, all right, slithering around, but now the light's being shed on them, and it's an issue. All right, I think it was just yesterday, or it might have been this morning. Can't even remember. I think it was this morning. A brother posted a pic of Kyrie Irving with a garment on. All right. And then, oh yeah, it was this morning about this other picture, but he's saying he's retiring, Things are working through these nobles, man. Now, I ain't calling them a noble. The ones that are up there, the ones that people do look at and revere and oh, he's an honorable man. He knows something, Again, man, just a little bit of information, just a little bit of what we preach, and look at the mess that's already going on in the world. Everybody's gotten debates, everybody's talking, and it's going back like what Kyrie Irving said, man. It's going back to, it all comes back down to who are the children of the Lord, or who are the children of God. And that's what it's about, man. It's about Israel. All right. The Spirit that has been brought on the earth to reveal truth is to let the world know. In fact, you read up on Joel, all right. I believe it says in Joel, hold on, Salakid. It says in Joel chapter 2 and verse 27, it says, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else. And that's exactly what I'm getting at the point. It's all going back to the children of Israel. All right. This whole mess that was created on the earth, all these lies, all right, the narratives that were pushed to make it seem like we weren't the chosen, it's all coming back to us again. That information is being revealed again, man. All right. You got, what was this dude? Lil Scrappy. All right. He was talking about how the true Jews are black, so-called black people. All right. Little Scrappy, man. You got others, man. I can't remember really off the top of my head, man, but you've been having a bunch of people coming forward talking about this thing, man. The ones that, you would never even think about. All right. It says, let me get this real quick again. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 7, for the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Yeah, the voice is this truth. All right, all that information is being brought out. All right, now this is becoming a trend, what you want to say. And it's really, and you know what, man, I know the scriptures talk about the Lord telling that he's going to work a work in your days that you shall no wise believe. The Lord does things in mysterious ways. He's doing things in a way that we wouldn't really even expect. Again, man, it's a big thing. It's a big issue. And it's all leading back to this, all right, who we are, all right? Letting the world know, man, that there's a power that exists that's coming to, make right, all right? And that you've been having this really evil man practicing beneath your nose, lying to you with ulterior motives, But it says in verse 27 again, and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, Your old man shall dream dreams. Your young man shall see visions. Hey, man, you have all throughout the internet, man, people are always talking about visions they're having of Jesus coming back, but they're crying. They're terrified that he's coming back, you know? Not documentaries, but, you know, videos about saying that, you know, people were abducted into a chariot, but they were black. They were black people, you know? Hey, man, this truth ain't being hid no more. In fact, that's why I wanted to get in Psalms, the 85th chapter and the 11th verse. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. And man, now Esau, man, because that's what I'm getting on, man. Esau is getting afraid because now he's seeing just how real this thing really is. Just how real Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was when he told him that he was going to come back and destroy him. Because you can't forget, I think it's in the book of Numbers, you know, the Lord said that he was going to utterly destroy Amalek in the end. All right. And so what's happening, man, is Esau was getting scared. All right. How the fuck could an NBA player know about this, man? Because they even have contracts where these NBA players, the people in the industry, the ones that are plugged in, basically, they're not allowed to do certain things. They're not allowed to look into certain things. All right. And that's exactly why, you know, because of this. Because Esau is afraid of the truth getting out. All right. Because again, I didn't finish the comment, but how do you destroy someone who lives in secrecy? You bring those secrets to light. All right. And what did the Lord say, man, that he was going to do? He was going to bring all the secrets and all the things that are hidden to the light and to manifest. All right. So like for butchering that, but that's exactly what's going on. See, Esau's been trying to hide for so long, man, that, you know, he's proud. He thought he had us in the bag, man. He thought he had this whole world under his grip, and nobody would ever find out what's really going on. Well, you're dead wrong, man. You're wrong. And I know, you know, I'm tripping up with words, man, but it's a big sign. It really is. It got Esau shaking now. And just a recent, I saw this yesterday, and then Apostle Tahar put up a video about it. He asked, is Mayweather next? Floyd Mayweather. Because even he was talking about it now. Like, man, like, bro, man, like, that's not a common thing. That's not just coincidence that these higher ups, so to speak, even they're coming against against the agenda that's now coming, or that they have been enlightened with, you know? That's why, what do you think they put Shaq, Charles Barkley, who else? What's his dude name? LeBron James. Why do you think that they put those three out there, man? Those three influencers out there, dressed them up, put them in dresses. They're trying to counteract their attacks, you know, from Kyrie Irving and these other celebrities, these rappers that are coming up and revealing the truth. They're trying to keep, and that's how you know, man. It's a battle. It's a war. They're trying to keep our people lulled to sleep. You know, it's like you get shooken and you realize, whoa, but then someone knocks you back out and makes you, hey, go back to sleep. That's what Esau's doing right now, man. He's fighting. All right? He's fighting. Hey, it's a battle between good and evil. All right? And that fight that he's trying to keep, the things that he's trying to keep hidden is that we're the chosen people of the Lord. All right? And that he's the wicked. All right? So again, let me read this in Psalm chapter 85, verse 11. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Yea, the Lord shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. Righteousness shall go before him, and shall set us in the way of his steps, because this is all leading back. First, what's going to happen, man, is the power from Esau is going to be taken. All right, and we're going to be set back up. All right, I've done videos on this about how it's a torment for the so-called white man to see the ones that he hated so much, which is your so-called Negro, Native American, Indian, Latino man, come back up. And it's exactly what's happening, man. All right, because even, I'm going to mention the guy again, Kyrie Irving, man. He made the comment. He said, I'm not going to stand down from this. All right. Now, you got to understand, you know, he's not built with the same spirit that, you know, us men do have, you know, that, you know, come out here and prophesy and preach. But, you know, the Lord could use whoever he wants to use to help forward his purpose and will for now. All right. And again, that it says right here, Uh, right. No, I was reading verse 12. Yea, the Lord shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. And you got this truth increasing. All right, the year of the turn up. All right, you got a lot of things going on in the news. There's so much, man, that you can't even hear everything. There's too much. All right, Esau is losing control of his enterprise. When you look into the word enterprise, it goes into actually to take. You basically capture it up, and Esau has lost that grip. All right, because we're destroying those lies, man. We're revealing the hidden things of dishonesty, letting this devil know, man, letting the world know, man, that there ain't no more hiding places for this man. All right, it's done. All right, you're not going to be called tender and delicate anymore. In fact, real quick, before I get into this topic, because I always go to Esau real quick, man. I hate that motherfucker. I want to get a scripture in 2nd Ezra chapter 6. This is 2nd Ezra, because this is the times that we're in. 2nd Ezra 6, and let's see. I'll start at verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched." All right, that's what that friction is going on right now. All right, that evil is getting put out, man. Like I said, man, from the beginning, Esau's whole system and his way and his power is being turned around. All right, I think Apostle Gabar made that mention, man. He talked about how it's going to go down with evil, but come up with good. All right, it says, evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And now you see it, man. All right, we've been seeing it, but the truth that has been hidden for so long, man, is being manifest now. All right, there's no secret anymore, man, who Amalek is. All right, it's no secret that these small hatters are behind everything. That was some real big information, man, that was coming out in the news. All right, they were talking about what I can't even say his name, like Jeff Bezos and all that. The man who owns the NBA. All right, shit, they put up Jamie Lee Curtis's bitch ass, man, talking about her. But, all these ones that have been, again, playing the backseat, man, they've been hiding. All right, but really, they're the ones with the strings, man. They're the ones that are controlling everything. But they're all being, shown now. All right, and you got them, you got some of them. A brother made a post earlier. There was an article talking about how there's Edomites that are wanting to leave America because it's too chaotic now. It's too confusing. Shit, man, you made it that way. But they're really trying to leave because they know they're being found out. All right? All the world leaders, man, not the country leaders of America, all right? Certain of the politicians, man, they're all trying to leave because, again, man, people are catching on that this place is fucking corrupt. Before I came out here, man, I was talking to a brother on the phone, and there was a truck in front of me, and it had a sticker on it, and it had said, if you still hated Trump after all the shit that we've gone through in this last year, your commitment to stupidity is impressive. People are catching on, man. People know now because the Lord put that spirit on the earth, the spirit of understanding. All right. Every single day, man, you can go on the internet, man, you can find some corrupt ass information about what's going on in this place. All right. They're trying to legalize, Esau's trying to legalize pedophilia, man, making it legal for an adolescent to marry an old man now. That's and it's only going to increase. Like I read in Psalm 85, it's going to keep on yielding. It's going to keep on yielding more increase to this place. You're going to start seeing more things happening, man. More people breaking down. All right. Hey, man, we got 20 something days left of diesel. All right. Shit's going to start turning up. And it's all because, man, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, is making himself known. All right. You thought he was a power that was afar off. Hey, he's on his way. All right. And by the end of it, all right, when he does show his face, there's going to be no hiding place for the wicked. All right. So it says, let's see. And the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. Yeah, that's just to that point. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on Esau now. This is Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. It says, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is there wisdom vanished? Why is that a question? Because there's only so much that the so-called white man can do to hide what's really going on. Again, man, everywhere you turn, man, someone can bring information out about this devil. All right? He's trying hard to keep you Israelites, all right, and the world, all right, I'll generalize it. He's trying so hard, man, to keep this place, asleep, all right? Trying to keep you people ignorant. What you call transhumanism, he calls control, all right? But everything that he's trying to do to keep away the truth, man, is failing, all right? It says, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. This is a promise that the Lord gave from the very beginning, like I quoted from Numbers, that know that, upon Amalek was going to be utter destruction. All right? It says, if great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If these by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. You ain't the noble anymore, man. All right? Oh, there's a scripture, what is that, in Isaiah, the 32nd chapter, when it talked about, the churl, what is it, the villainy and the churl? Salaki, I'm already, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, man, I gotta get my tablet because this page is ripped. Salaki. I got an old Bible, man. I've had it for years. Salaki, just bear with me. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah. Oh man, this sucks. Hold on. Well, I won't be able to, if I can't get this pulled up, I won't be able to, damn. Man, I may not be able to, yeah, I can't. God damn it. Wait, hold on. I didn't have it turned on, my bad. Whew. Salakia. All right. Just bear with me, I almost got it. Because let me go ahead and reread this one and then I'll read this, what I wanted to get. Jeremiah 49, I read at 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Now that is going into destruction, but also his status is being brought down. All right, because again, you look at these elites, all right, these small hatters and all that, man. Everybody thought they were the smart ones. They thought that they were the wise men, the council, the ones you go to council, the ones that, just the hunks. I don't know other words to say. But now you got the world looking at them like this. This is Isaiah 32 and 5. It says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal. That's talking about Esau. Because for a long time, man, this man made himself to be like he was the greatest of the earth, the better made man, But it says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. All right, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity. And that's exactly what you got Esau doing, man. And now that he's being revealed, man, he's trying even harder to try to keep all that under wraps, keep everything at bay, but it's failing them. All right, that's because you got the Spirit of the Lord working, man. And what did the scripture say about this? The weakness of Yahweh. It's still stronger even in the strongest strength of men. All right, and that's what you find against. All right, it says, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord. Saying that the anti-Semitic comments that Kyrie Irving made was hurtful. Well, you know what Kyrie Irving did, man? He made a comment. He said, you seen the word nigger on Twitter, but you didn't do nothing about that. You didn't address that. And he even made the comment, out of everything that he ever posted, that was something they decided to focus on, was the anti-Semitic promotion. All right? The hypocrisy of Esau, man, that's hypocrisy. Because after everything that this man has done, nobody addresses what we've gone through, what these people on the side have gone through. But you make a comment against this man not being the real Jew, and it's a fucking hate crime. It's shit worthy of losing millions, humiliating the man. All right, potentially offing him. Kanye West, man, made in a comment or a little statement. He was being talked to on the side on a video, and he made the comment, "Hey, man, just understand, if it comes up that I supposedly went somewhere, then you should understand what happened. You should understand what happened. Meaning he got killed, or they offed him for talking too much, just like they did with this dude. What was this? Aaron something, man, the guy from Backstreet Boys, I think. He said he wanted to talk to Kyrie Irving next, or some other celebrity, and then they killed him. And a brother did post like, hey, potentially, man, he was about to spill the beans, so they killed him before he could, bring out any more information. See, man, again, it said, the vile person shall be no more called liberal, man. Your status is being taken away, and Esau knows it. All right, at one point in time, we were looking at you like, man, this is the man. He is the chosen. But the world is catching on to your bullshit. All right, everybody is catching on that you're a fucking devil, man. You're a liar, and that you're only, at the scriptures talk about in like Sirach, man. It says that if you do good, you do it unwillingly. Everybody's catching on, man, that you're only for your own gain and self-benefit. That you literally want to control and kill at your disposal and pleasure. All right. And people are catching on. They don't like that. All right. Any person in their right mind wouldn't want to live a life where they could just be killed off for no damn reason. And that's what Esau is. Esau just kills for no reason. He don't have to have a reason. He'll just do it. But it said, Isaiah 32:6, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work. You know what? Let me look that up. Will speak villainy. Senselessness, folly, of immorality, profane actions. All right, and that's exactly what Esau promotes. There was one guy, rapper. He had an interview, and he was frustrated. He was bringing out the fact that the rappers, man, they promote death, and he got real zealous. He's like, they promote death. They promote death. Because that's exactly what Esau wants. He wants our people to be killing each other, and he wants to keep us in that dead state. It says, but they shall speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord. So that way, when the Lord comes back, the attention won't be brought to him. The same way that he's working right now. All right, he's trying to keep the attention off of him. He's looking, he's putting out, Kyrie, man, look at what's going on with Kyrie Irving, man. He's my best example right now. All right, look what they're doing to this man, because they don't want the attention to be brought onto them. They don't want it to be known that they're the ones controlling everything, It says, to utter error against the Lord, and to make empty the soul of the hungry, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right, but that's, hold on, let me close this. It says again, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Yeah, eventually, man, people are gonna, who knows? I mean, however it works, because usually what happens with people today, man, they get on to the, they get on that wagon, they're all about it, and then they get lulled to sleep again. Like what Esau did to Jake before, man. That's what Esau's trying to keep on going, man, in this place. He wants to keep us dead, ignorant to what's really happening. And Esau, this is one thing I hate about this dude, man. He's proud, man. He thinks that this is just gonna go away. But again, man, look at what happened when Kyrie said what he said. There were multiple interviews where he made comments and statements that people are not just gonna overlook anymore. Because certain of these things that Kyrie made mention of, they've been talked about in the past. They've been said. And at that time, people weren't really, grabbing on it, this and that. They were on the fence and this and that, yada, yada. But it's to a point now that they're hearing too much, all right? They're hearing these things, these same things be said over and over again, to where they're now like, wait a minute, that's not possible. Why is it being said like that again? Why is that being said? Why? That's why a Boozy, man, little Boozy's bitch ass, I don't like him. Anyways, but even he's catching it on. He said he don't want to be a rapper no more. He don't want to be a rapper because he gets, oh shit, Salakia, man, Salakia. He understands that he understands what's going on. Wait a minute, all those rappers are being killed. Salakia, man, Salakia. Let me go ahead and read all these. It says, I'm going to read the scriptures, so Salakia, and then I'll go back to this. Isaiah 32:7, yeah, I was going to read that next. The instruments also of the Torah are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right. And that's what I was going to get next in this verse, because that's exactly what happened here, man. All right, with Kyrie Irving, all right. Even though Kyrie Irving was speaking the truth, they made it seem like he's a liar, man. They made this man apologize and say that what he was defending was a lie, even though it's the fucking truth. It was the truth. Everything that Kyrie was saying was true. Now, there's some things that he wasn't talking about that weren't true. We already know. But for the majority of the part, when he brought out the information about the children of the Lord, all right, the agenda behind destroying the black man, all right, what else? Shoot, what else? The ones who control everything, that was all true. All right, but they pushed this narrative out, man. They put these bitch ass motherfuckers like Shaq, Charles Barkley, to counteract that hit, and be like, I don't know, what he said was dumb. That's not true. But you know what? Shaq and Charles Barkley and fuck the other dude. They know exactly what's going on. All right, they know exactly what's going on. Isaiah 32:7, it says, again, for the instruments also of the Torah are evil. All right. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Psalms 37:14, it says, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. That's why they ostracized this man. That's why they took away his Nike deal. All right, that's why the New York Nets coach is doing away with Kyrie now. All right, that's why the fucking small hatters are trying to shit, man. They're buck breaking them. That's what it is. That's what it is, man. They're trying to buck break Kyrie. And if bros know what happened during the time back in when we were being oppressed heavily, actual torments and tortures and all that by the so-called white man, publicly, then you understand what is going on here. It's buck breaking. They've done it to all these men. Why do you think that those bitch ass dudes, Shaq and what's his name, LeBron James and Charles Barkley, why do you think they dress up like bitches, man? Because they got buck broken. All right. No, well, they're just fucking sellouts, man. But the baby, there you go. The baby's a good example. He had to advocate for some shit, man. But they're trying to do that to Kyrie, man. They're trying to destroy the poor, man. Because even though he's up there, man, all Israelites are the poor, man. We're the ones that are oppressed. We're the ones in slavery. All right? And they bent their bows like a motherfucker, man. They are demonizing the hell out of this man. All right? Even though he's right. All right? It says, again, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. I mean, and so, you know, just on a side note, if they're doing that so quick to this man, how much more are they going to try to do it to the elect when they finally get the green light? All right. It says their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. That's why I said, man, eventually it's gonna backfire. Shit. It says, a little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. So let me read that again. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. That's what hey man, Kyrie today announced he was gonna retire. Shit, you know? I mean, if he's catching on, man, through that little understanding that he got, you know, who knows? Shit, he caught on, but we already know he knows to a certain extent. All right, but shit, he said fuck he said fuck the riches, man. Now I don't know if who knows if maybe that was set up. Maybe he's been told by the small hatters like, hey, you got to go. You know, they told him he had to go into he had to go to some classes or some shit like that to understand, you know, these small hatters, and he had to prove his acknowledgement or something like that. And then right after they told him to do that, you see this man walking with a garment. see, so I don't know, man. It's getting turned up, man. I'm not, again, man, not just because of one man, but he is the face of news right now, you know, and people are coming behind telling like, hey man, this man made some anti-Semitic comment. People are going to look that up, man. People don't just sit there anymore. They look shit up. All right. And the Lord told us that the internet was going to be one of the main catalysts that we were going to use to spread this information. All right. When you look at the unicorn, all right, that the sound of this truth went all throughout the ends of the earth, that's from the internet. Even the apostle said, man, that, you know, the internet does a lot of the heavy lifting now. All right. But it's all being made known now that, like, hey man, shit, something's about to go down, because now you got a friction, man. You got these, hey man, what happened during the time of Amalek, when Israel came out of Egypt? It says that Amalek was waiting to destroy Israel. So what do you think is going on right now? And now that you got Israel standing up, now that you got our people waking up, now that you got certain influencers waking up to the fact that this is all bullshit, how mad do you think that makes that man? How do you think that makes him feel? No, you know, we're telling them that you ain't no fucking person. You ain't the real, the true Jews. You know, you ain't the chosen. You're the devil. You're a liar. How do you think that makes him feel? And we've talked about that for so long. How Esau, man, he's got anger. All right. In fact, it goes back to the blessing. That was something I was going to talk about today, man. You know, I know it's a little cluttered, but it all goes back to the blessing. All right. Who the chosen were, who the one that the Lord accepted and who he rejected. And then you go into Job. All right. Let me get it. One of my favorite scriptures. Job chapter 20 and 11. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Esau has been angry since the beginning, man. Why? This is the whole reason why he's done what he's done here in America. This is why he's getting riled up right now. All right, he got pissed off. All right, too much was said. All you got to say is just a little bit about the devil, man. All you got to do is reveal a little bit of light on this dude, and he'll fucking have a fit. And so that's what happened. Now you got you got more policies being brought down on us, man. They just passed, like yesterday, They're demanding that everybody that come into America have a stab and jab approval, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. You know, when you piss the devil off, man, he gets a little bit more oppressive. All right. But it goes back to the hate. It goes back to the blessing from the very beginning. Because like I said in the beginning of this live, the conversation of what Kyrie mentioned, he said, you know, he never understood this, he never understood that. And then at the end of the day, it all boils down to who are God's people. And that's what it is about, man. All right. Going back to Jacob and Esau, man, there was a great hate. And it was because there was one that was chosen who was a child of God, and there was one that wasn't. And the one that wasn't got so mad that he planned, that's what a system is. All right, look at the word system in Google today. It means an intricate design. All right, it meant he planned for a really fucking long time to make it the way that he has it today. All right, to where everybody forgot. All right, our own people forgot. All right, and he did it so that he could work this narrative and the only thing I can think of as narrative, but he made it to where, because you got to go back to like 1948. All right, like I said in Ezekiel, man. In fact, I'll go to get it. How he appointed the land to his own. So like, I don't want to I know I'm butchering it, but let's see. Let me get it. Ezekiel 36 and 4. No. Verse 5. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. See, it took a very long time for Esau to work what he's worked here in America. Going back into, like I mentioned, the Balfour Declaration back in 1948. All right, this is how it kind of, and it goes even before that. It didn't just start at 1948. Over the process of time, and Esau slowly manipulated and lied and deceived the world to get to where he is today, to where people believe, they don't even give a shit most of the time about what's going over there in Israel. The ones who dwell over there, the ones who have these fucking horse locks on the side of their head, they don't really care today. But that's how that was the work of the devil. It took time to slither in and create that false narrative and lie that he was the chosen. All right, he was the one who got the promise. All right, because Esau was always about, carnal aspects. He thought he could go into the land and sit there on the seat, and that would make him, the one to be chosen or inherit. It don't work like that, man. And there's even arguments about that. All right, you had, I can't remember who it was, one of these dudes who, talks about the scriptures. I'll just say that. But he had asked a comment. He said, should someone who was born by blood that was promised that promise receive that promise, or someone who converts and says, I'm gonna inherit that promise by behaving that way? And that was a good question. All right, Esau wanted to act like he can just assume the position of living like an Israelite, and then he'd be chosen. But we're still chosen by blood, man. It goes back to who we were as a people, man. We were always promised from the very beginning through Abraham. And that's the whole argument too about being anti-Semitic and this and that and Abraham. But you got to understand, you were not chosen. All right. It all goes back to the blessing. All right. But so what you did was, again, therefore thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, and with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Just because you went over there, man, and you were flown over there in a plane, that don't make you the chosen. That don't make you the Lord's people. All right. These people on the side, man, after everything you've done to them, after you scattered them, you spread them out, you destroyed them, you killed them, you raped, you robbed, you murdered them, it doesn't take away the fact that we're still the Israelites. All right. Because guess what? We went through what the Lord told us we were going to go through. We were dealt with in the way, we were dealt with in a harsh way, just like the Lord said we were going to be, by the ones that he said he was going to use. So what should make any of those words different when it comes to the blessing or the promises that we were going to still be given? All right? Which is that this oppression was going to be taken away and we were going to be set back in our land. All right? Shit. It's cold as hell, man. Let me get this real quick. Because, you know, people want to just read one scripture, then miss the other. You know, well, check this out, man. This is Isaiah chapter 25. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 25 and verse 8. It says, and he will swallow up death in victory, and the Lord Yahweh power will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord has spoken it. So why shouldn't that be made true? All right, because again, like I was saying, you got all these things happening the way that the Lord said that they would happen. But what would make this of no effect? Because the rebuke came through what? The oppression of the so-called white man. All right? It was said for a time that we were going to go into a certain situation under a certain man, Esau, Edom. But the Lord said it was going to stop. All right? So what would so you think Esau in this time is going to be able to continue forever? No. He's doing what he's doing right now, man, but it's going to stop. So why should these scriptures be made of no effect when it comes to certain things? You know? It says, you know, I'll stop on that. Let me go back. Hold on. I'm all over the place today, man. So just bear with me. Going back to because one thing about Esau, he never got rebuked. All right. I was gonna make a comment. We fit everything that these words were spoken by the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. When you go in the scriptures, we fit the curses. We fit having a broke ass wallet every damn day. All right. You go into any establishment, whether it be when you walk up to a park, you go into a fast food restaurant or a nice restaurant or a grocery store or whatever, we're looked at like shit. All right. We work our asses off, man, but we come back with little. When did Esau ever deal with those things? You know, when did he ever get rebuked like the scripture's talking about, man? That's why I brought that out. When did he ever go through such a hard condition and have to bear, be a servant and be seen as like a piece of shit? Man, he never dealt with that. All right. Again, I watched a video yesterday of what's his name, David Blaine. All right, he did a magic trick for Jeff Bezos. I think that's his last name, Jeff Bezos or something like that. And the owner of Amazon. There you go. But he's a small hat. All right. But he did a magic trick for this dude. And you could just tell that this dude, first of all, you could just tell that Jeff Bezos or whatever his name is, man, he's fucking evil, man. The way he was laughing, just wicked as fuck. All right. But this dude is worth like how much money? What Jake? This dude's worth like over, like, man, I don't know, like over, I don't know, like $500 billion or something like that, man. Something ridiculous. What Jake do you know is worth that much in this time, man? They just stripped one of the richest Jakes in the country of his money. They took what, $3.1 billion away from him? They're demanding that I think it was what, $500,000? Was it 500,000 or 500 million that Kyrie Irving has to pay up to a Jewish support, whatever? You know, Alex Jones had to pay $99 million in what is that? Hurt. I don't even know what to call it, man. Why am I'm lacking on words today? Basically, it's like money for hurting feelings of these Edomites. So it doesn't look like this man is going through much troubles, man, like we are. All right? Every Edomite's winning a goddamn lawsuit today, but if Jake does the same thing and then he gets $500, you know? A brother made a comment, or he posted a meme or something, and I think it was by Voltaire, and he said, if you want to know who rules the world or something like that, ask who you can't criticize. Well, you see what's happening when you criticize these small hats, man. So we know that they run the world, all right? And it took a very long time for this to happen, all right? They worked and they did it slow. They did it slow, but they took their time to really think how they were gonna do things. They maneuvered in a certain way where they said, we're gonna have to wait for a little bit of time, crouch, be careful to make that move right there, don't make it right then and there, let's do a little bit later. Again, man, y'all don't understand that Esau, man, has been planning for a very long time to get where he's at today, to the point where people don't even ask questions. And the ones that do ask questions, Esau's quick to get them out the way. You know, but appointing our land as theirs by a document, you know? What else, man? I mean, there's a lot, you know? But going back to Ezekiel 36, I guess I could read on. It says, prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and saying to the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord of power, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore thus saith the Lord, I have lifted up mine hand, surely the heathen that are round about you, they shall bear their shame. And that's because you try to lie to us. You try to lie to the people of Israel. So that shame is coming back on them. All right, now that they're being revealed, now that all these Edomites are being brought to light, who they really are. And when you see them after a long time, man, you can tell they've gotten more wicked. You can tell they got more evil, ulterior motives behind them. All right. But the shame that's being brought onto them now is that they're being casted out. All right. So going back to Jeremiah, this is Jeremiah, going back to Jeremiah 49 and 10, it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. It says, leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. It says, I'm going to jump down to verse 13. It says, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord. Well, you know what? No, Salakia. Verse 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And who is that? Israel. All right, the children of Israel. It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And that drink that we had to drink down was our shame. We had to bear the shame of departing away from Yahweh Shemashah and his ways. And then what he did in return was he punished us. All right, made us an example, made us a spectacle to the world because of what we did. But now that same cup has been given to Esau, all right, and it's going to be, and his shame is that the whole world's going to see him as a liar. All right, the whole world's going to see him as a very base man again once everything's put back into order. All right, but it said, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse. See, being a reproach. When people, see, very soon, Lord willing, it's going to get to a point where, you know, mentioning white people, man, people are going to be like, ugh. You know, you're gonna be seen like how we were seen. All right? When you walk around the stores, when you walk around the streets, you're gonna be seen as how people looked at black people, man. Or how they looked at a Mexican. You know, ugh, how he dresses. Because it's gonna be known again what kind of person you are, man. We were bringing out last week at camp, you know, there were certain things out of the book of Josephus that the brother was reading about how Esau used to live, and it was disgusting, man. It was gross. All right, when you find out certain things about how Esau used to live in that time, he actually still lives that way today. All right, but it's coming to a time to pass where you're again, like what did it say? The vile person shall be called no more liberal. Your status as the hunk of the earth, you know, the beautiful, the dazzling and striking type of person to behold, that's all going out the window. All right, because it's been known, man, that you know you're working an evil agenda on this planet. It's being known that you actually want to control, that you know, you're making decisions to destroy and kill off people. All right, that, you know, your plan for protection and for you know, stability and environmental balance and all that was really a sham, so that you could just depopulate the earth. And it was going to be you at the end who stayed alive and nobody else, you know? So all that is going to be a witness against you, all right? And it's going to make you a reproach. It says, a waste and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. Because at the ultimate end, man, all right, ultimately what's going to happen is you're going to be destroyed. All right, the Lord's going to destroy you with thermonuclear missiles. All right, that time is coming, man. The Lord he's had it. All right, he's done with you and, you know, your lies. He's done with you oppressing the needy, the poor. You know, you see it as a crime for a poor man to come up to you and ask you for help, and you fucking, you know, shoot the dude in the head. Or you make some sick, you know, some snide ass comment, like, why the fuck is he asking me for my help? See, man, it always goes back to the same thing I'm always talking about every live, man. You couldn't, you know, conduct yourself as a wise minister to the earth. All right? You didn't uphold the Lord in his image. See, you wanted to pretend like you were the chosen, like you were like you were the chosen from the beginning. But you didn't do any of the things that what the Lord, you know, commanded one of his chosen or his servants to do. All right? In fact, I'm going to use an example. This has nothing to do with America. This has to do with your spirit. And it goes ultimately back to the Roman time, the Roman Empire. Because what you did back then is how you conduct yourself today as well. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 11. In verse 41, it says, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth. You didn't do it back then. What makes you think that you're going to do it now? Or what has us believing that you're going to do anything the right way now? It says, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that have brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. It says, therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. And so now the Lord is looking at you because, amen, again, you wanted to try to take the position of an elect, or you wanted to act as if the Lord was dealing with you in a righteous manner. But the Lord saw that you were secretly manipulating and lying. All right, Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, man, talks about how you saw what your enterprise as an opportunity to deceive the world. All right, you thought, shit, I can lie to people and get what I need rather than telling them the truth and getting what I need, because you can't get things through truth. You're just a selfish person, man. But it said, therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. It says, the highest also have looked down upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. Look what happened to you in the old time. All right, same thing is happening to you now. Okay, it was shown, man, that you do not know how to run the earth properly. All right, in fact, you cover what's actually supposed to be getting promoted. All right, which is right. All right, the laws, the ways of the Lord. All right, his statutes. All right, equity, judgment, justice. These are things that you do not exhibit nor execute upon the earth. All right. So Revelations chapter 18 in verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. All right. Again, for her sins have reached unto heaven. The same thing like it said back in the Esdras, man. All right. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Why would how could the Lord remember your iniquities if you've only been here one time? If you what you call it, like you die and that's it. Why would the Lord remember to someone who's dead? Because you've been here before. I just read the account about you in Rome. All right. How were you in the Greek time? Again, how were you when the children of Israel came out of Egypt? Or with the children of Ammon? Or the nation of Ammon, man? All right, or Moab. Okay, you were there in some way, some form or fashion, man. You were responsible. You had part. You had a portion of dealing hurt to the children of Israel. Look back at history, man. At every time, so there's 18 nations on the earth, on the planet. Each nation outside of Israel, that leaves 17 other nations that have all had a part in having Israel in captivity. It tells you that, I believe, in like 1 Maccabees, the 2nd chapter, I believe. But every nation has had their part in oppressing Israel. But out of all those 17 rules, you were in those 17 rules. So the Lord looks at that, man. He remembers. He saw what you did. Let me go and get that, man, in Numbers. All right. Oh shit. Because I believe the Lord, he even said that the same way. He said, "Remember what thou didst. Remember what the children of Amalek, or what the nation of Amalek did to you outside of Egypt." Let me see if I can find it. Amalek. Shit. This is, Numbers chapter. Well, that's Judges 3:13. And he gathered unto the children of Amalek, and went and smote Israel and possessed the city of palm trees. Here it is. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, remember that which Amalek did to Israel. See, the Lord is still remembering your sins. All right. He's remembering how you've been throughout history. Because again, I remember, it says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember, Salakia. It says, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel. How he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. See? So it said, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare not. But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. See, we were supposed to destroy Amalek. We were supposed to destroy Esau at one point in time. All right? But we already know Saul didn't. Saul, you know? And so that's why he lived on. But see, man, this is also a learning lesson, man, why you don't let the wicked live. You give the wicked leeway to live on, man, he's gonna increase in his wickedness again. He ain't gonna learn to do right. That's shit, man. Let me get that. Let me get that. That's in Isaiah. Let me see. Not learn righteousness. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20 or 10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked, because the Lord had allowed the wicked even to rule in his time too, right? Because the Lord's about a just balance. That way you can't say the Lord was unfair. But it says, let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. All right? It says it right there, man. Because if you give this man any leeway, man, any slack, you let this man live on. It's like that movie. Oh, what was that movie? Saving Private Ryan. And that little bitch ass army dude with what's his name? Tom Hanks. But you had that guy that he couldn't kill. He didn't want to kill any of the Nazis or whatever it was in Saving Private Ryan. But what happened when he let that one dude go when they were going to kill him? That one dude, that Nazi or whatever, came back and started killing them. See, you let the wicked go, man. They'll come back and kill you. They won't learn. They won't stop. It's like this movie they put on Netflix just recently, man. It's called The Nurse. They asked this man why he was killing the patients, because he was injecting the IVs with what do you call it? Insulin, with very, very small amounts of insulin. And they caught him in the end, but they asked him, why did you do it? And he said, they never stopped me. So they claimed that he killed like 400 something people, or up to 400 something people. You know? It's the same way with Esau. You let this man go, you let him have you give him a second chance. We knowing that he ain't designed to live righteously, he's gonna abuse it, man. He's gonna go right back to doing wicked shit. It says, Isaiah 26:10 again, let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. And that's exactly what happened, man. All right? In a weird way, the Lord is speaking to Esau, like with what's going on by revealing them, because Esau has enough understanding to know, like when his secrets are made or when they're revealed, that's a warning. Oh shit, he's catching on to us. And really, what it should do is it should make this man stop his shit. But what does Esau keep doing? Brings out more wicked devices, brings out more wicked agendas, more wicked policies, all right? More wicked initiatives, more wicked plans, you know? I don't know what big thing that they've popped off since this whole Kyrie Irving issue, you know, because usually what they do is they make some big distraction, all right? But you give the wicked a second chance, or you let him get away with his life, he ain't gonna come back, you know, thankful for it. He's gonna come back with a gun because he got bested the first time. All right? He tried to come at you with a knife, and you know, what do you call it? Like, I don't even know what to call it, man. Like you disarmed him. There you go. You let him go. You came back. Now you got a gun. So you fucked up. We weren't supposed to do this, man. Going back to 1 Samuel, I'm going to click on the chapter. 1 Samuel 15:1, Samuel said unto Saul, the Lord sent me to anoint thee to be king over the people, over Israel. Now therefore hearken unto the voice of the words of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way, when he came up from Egypt. It says, now go and smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. It says, and Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. And Saul came to a city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Kenites, go, depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. It says, for ye shewed kindness to all the children of Israel when they came up out of Egypt. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites. And Saul smote the Amalekites from Havilah until thou comest to Shur, that is over against Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive, and utterly destroyed all the people with the edge of the sword. But Saul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fatlings, and the lambs, and all that was good, and would not utterly destroy them. But everything that was vile and refused, that they destroyed utterly. They said, now then came the word of the Lord, saying, it repenteth me that I have set up Saul to be king, for he has turned back from following me, and hath not performed my commandments. And it grieved Saul, and he cried unto the Lord all night. And when Samuel rose early to meet Saul in the morning, it was told Samuel, saying, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set him up a place, and is gone about and passed on, and gone down to Gilgal. And Samuel came to Saul, and Saul said unto him, blessed be thou of the Lord, I have performed the commandment of the Lord. And Samuel said, what meaneth then this bleating of the sheep in mine ears, and the lowing of the oxen which I hear? And Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites. For the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy power, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. There was a commandment, all right, from the Lord when whenever a man would commit certain sin, depending on the severity, usually the ones with, that require death, or to be stoned, or to be ostracized from from the nation. The reason why the Lord said that those things had to be done was so that that wickedness would not spread. That's what happened here with Samuel and Saul, because Saul did not kill off and utterly destroy all the people of Amalek. All right, it left them room to continue on. See, look at where we're at now. Still fighting against Amalek. It even said, in fact, it said, hold up. When you go back into the scriptures, all right, Exodus 7:16 says, for he said, because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. We're still here having war with this motherfucker, man, because we didn't utterly destroy him. Well, Saul didn't do that shit, all right? But Saul did not destroy Amalek like he was told to do. And so because you let a little bit of wickedness continue on, now it's spread out like fire. Now this devil's ruling the whole earth. See, there's a reason why you can't let that shit go, man. Even amongst the Lord was like that with our own people, man. How much more should we be like that against the wicked? But because we let him go, all right, really, we get it, we understand it, said it to the Lord, all right? But now it's a learning lesson, because what's coming, like I read earlier in Jeremiah 49, Esau is going to be cut off forever now, all right? We've endured his lies enough, the sword by his hand enough. Now we've learned our lesson. Now we've learned why we can't coexist with each other, why we can't allow this man to ever be around the earth again. Because like with Saul, all right, when Samuel came to Saul, Samuel had the spirit on him to discern that there was basically unclean animals around them, and they were made unclean because they were being handled by unclean people. All right, the Edomites are unclean people. All right, so you can't let nothing go, man. There's an account. Oh, I won't be able to find it. Salakia, and that's going to take me forever to type. When they came out of Babylon, I can't remember who it was, that it was an exchange between the Israelite man, Salakia, one of the judges of Israel, and they said that they could not take anything from Babylon. And there was a couple of men that took some Babylonian garments, and they tried to bury them. But you know what? I'll get it. let me get it, because it's another example as to why we cannot take this fashion or anything of the wicked with us, man. Because there's a scripture where it talks about like a talebearer. You know, the ways of a talebearer is like a fire. All right. But it's the same way with wicked people. All right. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Yeah, Joshua. Let's go ahead and get it. Joshua 7 and let's see. Joshua, I'm gonna go to Joshua 7:13. It says, "Up, sanctify the people, and say." So, like it. Let me just check and see if anything's been said. Okay. It says, Joshua 7:13. Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus saith the Lord, power of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee. O Israel, thou canst not stand before thine enemies until you take away the accursed thing from among you. In the morning, therefore, ye shall be brought according to your tribes, and it shall be that the tribe which the Lord taketh shall come according to the families thereof, and the family which the Lord shall take shall come by thy households. And the household which the Lord shall take shall come man by man. And it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire. Because again, let's go up. No. Okay, yeah, I got to keep on reading. Salaki. Verse 15, it says, and it shall be that he that is taken with the accursed thing shall be burnt with fire, he and all that he hath, because he hath transgressed the covenant of the Lord, and because he hath wrought folly in Israel. So it says, so Joshua rose up early in the morning, all right, and brought Israel by their tribes, and the tribe of Judah was taken, and he brought the family of Judah, and he took the family of the Zaharites, and he brought the family of the Zaharites man by man, and Zabdi was taken, and he brought his household man by man. And Achan, the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, or Zabdi, the son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah, was taken. And Joshua said unto Achan, my son, or Achan, Salakia, my son, give, I pray thee, glory to the Lord, power of Israel, and make confession unto him. And tell me now what thou hast done, hide it not from me. And Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against the Lord, power of Israel, and thus have I done. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, again, Salakia, when I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of gold of 50 shekels weight, then I coveted them and took them. And behold, they are hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. It says, so Joshua sent messengers, and they ran unto the tent, and behold, it was hid in his tent, and the silver under it. And they took them out of the midst of the tent, and brought them unto Joshua, and unto all the children of Israel, and laid them out before the Lord. And Joshua and all Israel with them took Achan the son of Zerah, and the silver, and the garment, and the wedge of gold, and his sons and his daughters, and his oxen, and his asses, and his sheep, and his tent, and all that he had, and they brought them unto the valley of Achor. And Joshua said, why hast thou troubled us? The Lord shall trouble thee this day. And all Israel stoned them with stones, and burned them with fire, after they had stoned them with stones. All right, and why did they do this? Because at the beginning the Lord had said that it was an accursed thing. But why? All right, you allowed, it was a different fashion. All right, it was something that wasn't supposed to be in Israel. Okay, you go back to how the Lord, this is not about the fashion like that, what I'm talking about like that. It wasn't about like how we dress and everything. It's just it's the fact about what this man was bringing back with him. It was something strange, all right? It wasn't of their ways and all that. It's the same way like when you go into the book of Zephaniah, when the Lord's going to return, it's scriptures say that he's going to destroy all those that wear those strange apparel, right? Hold on. Just bear with me, it's dark as hell now. I know it looks light out here, but it's not. I have a really good phone. Zephaniah 1 and 7, it says, hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord power, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord has prepared a sacrifice, he has bid his guests. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. See, it doesn't belong here, man. And it never did. These other examples, like with the Babylonian garment, it didn't belong with Israel. Okay? The way that the Lord set up these nations, they don't belong with Israel. They don't belong along our side. We can't coexist with them. And pursuant to Esau, he's the same way. And it's coming to a time, man, we're gonna, man, I don't know, man. What the men of the Lord do, man, what we do is we just watch. All right? We watch and we see how the Lord works these things, what he's doing. But we don't know exactly how he's gonna do every work. That's why things like this are exciting, because who knows what's coming next? When the Lord brings another, he throws another rock at Esau, you know? So the time is coming where, man, I can't say it enough. Time is coming where Esau, he's going to be made to the point where he can't hide, all right? More and more information is going to come out about him. Who knows what is brought out next, man? I don't know. Again, we already brought out, there's already enough information that was brought out about sloppy Joe Biden, all right? When Trump was in office, you had all that information coming out about him. You got, well, what was it? Well, with Jeffrey Epstein, there was something about these, the ones that, oh man, I wish I knew it. I wish I knew some of this stuff, man. Salakia. But, who knows what's next whenever, another anti-Semitic comment comes up from one of these rappers or celebrities, what have you. All right, what's his name? Joe Rogan or what? Yeah, it was Epstein Island, but there's something else, man. There's something else. It's going into, shit, I can't even remember. Something that has like 200 members. I can't even remember. But, who knows what's next to be brought out? Another, sex trafficking, scam, Hillary Clinton, I don't know. But these things are turning up to where, hey man, it's exciting. Who knows? Who knows? That's all I can say. But very soon Esau is going to be destroyed with it, man. And you're not going to be looking at this man the same way. All right? We already look at this women like they're fucking nasty because the shit they do. But anyways, I've said enough today, man. Salakia, man, for the jumpiness and everything. It's been a weird day. Salakia. But I'm going to go ahead and end it. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, of great millstone. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Amen. Lord willing, it was edifying. Salakia, man. I had an off day today. So, Salakia. But, hey, again, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Lord willing, this word came out to be edifying for the brothers, It's not about what I'm saying, man. It's about giving glory and promotion to the Lord, man. I don't want to take away from that, man, So Salakia again. Lord willing, it'll be better next time. Again, call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh Bahashem Shai Brakathum. Kwam Shalom.